Welcome to Student News. I'm your host, Tian, and this is my co-host,
Kaya. Stay tuned for more news from admin.
What's up, Northview Falcons? Mr. Hakeem here with Mrs. Brannigan and Mr. Ramirez. Happy Monday. We've got some important announcements for you as we get started for this great week ahead. So the first thing I want to talk about is your student IDs. We are not joking when we are telling you that you've got to have your IDs every single day, all throughout the day. You're using your IDs for breakfast, for lunch, for passes at lunch if you need to go to the bathroom, and for Falcon Bucks. So you've got to make sure you have that ID on you at all times. Mrs. Brannigan, if I'm having a hard time remembering to bring my ID with me in the morning from home, what is a strategy that I could be using to make sure that the ID is here at school, ready to go for the next day?
Leave it in your locker.
So I should leave it in my locker.
Yep.
Okay, and then it's there for the next morning.
And agenda book too, because agenda book have your passes in it.
Same with the agenda book. So speaking of agenda books, I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Brannigan. She's got a couple things to talk about your agenda book and this week, what's happening with tardies, Mrs. Brannigan?
They are starting. Tardies are starting. So you need to get to class on time. A lot of you have done an amazing job on figuring out your schedule and getting to where you need to be. But getting on time is super important so you can keep those tardies down, and being on time and ready to do your do now and write your assignments in your agenda book and stay organized. I see a lot of agenda books just kind of here or there and not in a binder or not in a safe, secure area. Those are $20, guys.
20 bucks.
20
20 bucks.
And I know nobody wants to replace 20 bucks. If you lose that agenda book, you also lose your, what is it?
Passes.
That's right. So you would have to repurchase your passes. And nobody wants to do that.
Nobody wants to do that.
So, and FYI, guys, I know I heard it a little bit yesterday. It's not because we're cheap. It's because you're not responsible. That's why we're doing it. So just put that 411 out there. So keep arriving to class on time. Some of you have been doing a fantastic job. Some of you just need a little bit of time figuring out. The next thing you need to make sure you do, Ramirez?
Chromebooks!
Chromebooks!
So speaking of going to your locker and getting your things and being to class on time, you must have your Chromebook on you. You get it at the beginning of the day during advisory, you drop it off at the end. It is important to note, your Chromebook is your responsibility.
Your responsibility.
Not anybody else's.
Not anybody else's.
Therefore, you are attached to a Chromebook by a serial number, and that serial number is attached to your name. So if something happens to that Chromebook, that is on you. Being responsible is the best way to guarantee that you have a Chromebook that is available for you to use when you need it. Big reminder, Chromebooks stay here. They do not go home, they stay here, guys.
All right, well, Mr. Ramirez, I think that was the bell, which means how many minutes do we have for a passing period, Mrs. Brannigan?
Oh, is it 2?
Not 2.
Is it 5?
Not 5.
Is it
4 minutes. Let's go.
Minutos.
Get to class. Everybody get to class. Here we go. Let's go.
This Thursday, you're going to have to wear some neon colors in order to support Northview Falcons. If you don't, I won't give you this quarter. Okay, come here. You have to be here. This is an example of what you should wear. And this is an example of what you should not wear, okay? So, yeah.
Here are this week's athletic updates. 8th grade volleyball lost 0-2 against Center Grove, but turned around their loss and won 2-0 against Raymond Park. Volleyball 7th also lost against Center Grove 1-2, then beat Raymond Park 2-0. This week, volleyball has 2 home games, one Tuesday against New Augusta and Thursday against Guyan Creek. Boys tennis crushed their opponents, winning 5-0 against New Augusta and West Lane. This Thursday, they have an away game against Lincoln. This week, cross country had a meet at Lyndhurst. Here are the girls' top 10. Clara S., Betty G., Valerie F., Anne-Marie K., Eleanor K., and Millie H. Here are the boys' top 10. Owen M., Zane S., Elijah M., and Matthew E. And congrats to our 6th grade Falcons, Anne-Marie K., Zane S., and Matthew E. that placed top 10 in their first meet. Football lost 14-30 against Chapel Hill and 12-32 against Guyan Creek. But this Thursday, show some love to our Falcons by wearing neon for their first home game of the season. That's it for athletic updates.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Douglas, and I'm the sponsor for National Junior Honor Society. This year, we are starting up a new group of 8th graders. So if you're interested in applying, this group is all about service, scholarship, character, and leadership. What we do is we serve the community around our school and outside the school. So you'll be doing service projects as a group, and then you'll be doing some volunteer service hours outside of the group. To apply, you need to have a 3.5 GPA or above. You need to have good conduct, and then 2 teacher referrals. So if you're interested, come see me. I'm in room B205. I'll give you the application and your teacher referral papers, and then you will turn it in back to me, and I will let you know if you make it.